Hi guys, welcome to the channel. We are back for devotion number 18, and today's devotion is called Sunk Cost. For still the vision awaits its appointed time. It hastens to the end. It will not lie. If it seems slow, wait for it. It will surely come. It will not delay. And I feel like a lot of these devotions lately have been talking about having faith and waiting on God. That's just what I think. Let me know what y'all think. But I feel like a lot of them been talking about, how we have to wait on things and everything just not gonna come at the snap of a finger. We have to be patient and God, knowing that God gonna give it to us when we need it, because the scripture just said it will come. It is awaited time. So it's appointed time. And the devotion says we all look for signs and wonders from God to try to figure out our purpose in life. We want to know now if it's our timing. What we don't realize. We all look for signs and wonders from God to try to figure out our purpose in life. We want to know now in our time. What we don't realize is that we're actually living out our purpose at this very moment. Callings don't happen overnight. Remember the old saying, Rome was built in a day. Each day God is working through us for His glory and to prepare us for our purpose. Oftentimes we feel that our jobs should match up perfectly with what we studied in college or what we were trying to do, or what our parents or others want us to do with our lives, but we get to take those decisions ourselves. And better yet, you aren't making those decisions alone, because God has great plans for you. Picking college and picking a college major, how are we to know in our late teens and early 20s that we're to do for the rest of our lives? I remember walking back from the finance class with Jordan, one of my classmates, and he told me, I think I want to be a dentist. A dentist? You're in the senior year of finance and you want to switch gears now. But you put in all this time to be a finance major. All these things were going through my head, but he had a nudge, a calling. We learned in economics class about the term called sunk cost. It doesn't matter what you've done to this point, we've already done it or spent it. It's a sunk cost. We can move forward from there in a new direction, and it's better to change sooner than never. What if Jordan had listened to God's plan for him and kept on going his path toward finance degree? Today he would be really unhappy analyst, or he would be doing what he's doing today, helping others get a better smile and confidence while being a dentist, while fulfilling his God-given purpose. Kudos to you, Jordan. His story is a true testimony of listening and obeying. Just because we spend years doing something doesn't mean it has to define us for the rest of our lives. And y'all, I really like this one, because sometimes, we start off doing stuff in life, and whatever it is we doing, we feel like that's what we have to do for the rest of our life. And like, if we've been doing something for 10 years and then we feel like it's time for a change, or something is telling us to go a different path or do something different, we're like, I can't do that because I've been doing this my whole life, so how I'm just gonna switch and do something? But that's God telling you it's time for a change. And like, we get so stuck and had that with the fact that we've been doing something for so long, or we done had something so long, that we can't have change. And that's not how it works. When God is telling you to move, then you need to move. And like she said, like with her friend, if he hadn't never changed his mind about being financed, even though he was a senior in his finance class and he switched to be a dentist, he'll be real unhappy now. And we have to listen to our heart. And I feel like God speaks through our heart, and when we say something told us, or our conscience, that's God telling us not to do something, or He's warning us, or telling us like we need to switch lanes. And like she said, just because we want to know what our calling is, then God, that don't mean God gonna show you right then, but He prepare you. And I kind of feel like that spoke to me, because I always ask God, like, what's my purpose and what I'm supposed to be doing. And for her to say that you've been fulfilling your purpose the whole time, because He working on you. God been working on me for a long time. And like, to see the change when people say that I motivate them, and like all the stuff I've been doing, I'm like, well dang, now that I just from reading that, I think about like my purpose. I'm living in it and I'm doing it every day, but I didn't realize, because I was so focused on my purpose was going to be one specific thing, when sometimes that is not the case. But like she said, God, you gonna know, you will know. And I feel like I just woken up to mine right now doing these devotions. And that's why we do devotion, because sometimes it helps us to realize things and open our eyes to stuff and help us to look at stuff in a different perspective. And you got this stage. Did you ever start to think that you are where you are at for a reason? Maybe God wants you to learn all you can there. And to start right there, when He has you in a certain position, He has you there for a reason. And like He preparing you in this position because maybe you don't like it and you hate it. And He let you know that once He gets you out of this, you gonna know how to appreciate what He give you. Or if it might be something or a person in that current moment that's teaching you something, you gonna need to know when you get to where God's trying to take you. Maybe God wants you to learn all you can while you're there, or maybe the timing just has to be right for you to move somewhere else. If you're in a relationship or a job, or not sure how to say goodbye, but you know in your heart that it's just not the right time or right place for you, pray and listen. God's timing is perfect. He knows our desires, and He will make everything right in His time and for His glory. And I had wanted to say something about relationships when I was talking about, you've been somewhere for a certain amount of time, and you feel like since you've been there for so long, you just have to stay there. Sometimes, especially like if you just going with somebody, you've been there for 10 years, y'all ain't moving forward, y'all ain't doing nothing. The other person ain't trying to do nothing, ain't aspiring to do nothing, and you feel like you just stuck. I mean, God telling you to move. And y'all not married. So I mean, like, we can't let stuff hinder us just because we've been in a place for so long. We can't let that hinder us from what God is calling us to do in our true blessing. So yeah, it's gonna come at its appointed time. Be patient. Know that God's gonna work you through you have to, before you get directly to your purpose, you have to be prepared for the purpose. So yeah, that was devotion number 18. I'll see y'all in 19, and y'all have a good day.